Today I'm going to cover the new high-level message analytics dashboard. So this was just released today. You can see it in the changelog right here. There's a lot of details. Let me look up analytics. Next one here. Oh, let's find it. March 26 had a lot of updates. So here it is. I'm going to show it in my dashboard, but I just wanted to flag this for anybody, and I've got to go turn this on in Labs. So if you want to turn it on, the first thing that you're going to do is go to Settings, Agency Settings, and then you go to
Share
Labs.
screen. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. Yep. So the changelog item is right here. Oh, if you'll just search changelog high level analytics, you'll find this. And it has really clear instructions, but I'm going to show you guys exactly how you turn it on too. So you want to go to agency view first. It's right here, but I'm already in it. You just click right there, and then you click labs after you go to settings. And there are a few new ones. Sometimes people get lost here. You need to go to sub account. Once you go to sub account, enabling these is kind of annoying, but this is how you do it. You go to activate feature. You want to hit check all boxes, bulk actions, enable access, save. So now that's done. We can go back into mass market AI. And I'm going to guess that this is in the phone system settings. Messaging, messaging analytics. They used to have a not as rich view of this as they do today. So as you guys know, you've got to keep the opt-out rate under 1% to be in really good standing. Um, and then it looks like I'm having an excellent delivery rate. That's very acceptable. But if you want to improve it, you got to know why you're failing and then how to fix it. So you can now go down to this failure breeze and breakdown. So if any of you guys have ever tried to clean up your email or your SMS, like I had a problem because I had a lot of people that had been in my community for a long time, for a few years, and there was a good portion of the emails that were going bad. And so you can go into email fail reporting the same way as now you can go into message fail reporting, and you can look at the top failure reasons and address them. So country not country mismatch. I get a lot of people that aren't in the US through the directory. Apparently it's 15% of my fails, which means I could cut that by a dramatic amount. And if you're trying to roll in some cold texting, which a lot of people do, I don't do it, but you can plug all the holes like this, and that'll help you keep your error rate down. An error rate is more of a problem when you're texting a list you haven't texted before. So that's part of why error rate will shut you down. They know if you bought a list, it's going to have a much higher error rate, and that's part of how they're like, okay, this is a bought list. This isn't your actual customer list. So you have to do a scrub. So we've got two apps for the high level marketplace. We've got two different scrubbing services, one for email, one for phone numbers. Now, I actually use it primarily for my cold call team. When I pull a list of data from Built With or somewhere else, I need to scrub it so that it's clean enough for us to know. First, we need to know if it's mobile number. Really, that's because I want my team to get to owners, and if they put their mobile number on their website or their Google profile, it's pretty certain that it's the owner. So that's my quick way of getting to owners. But this reporting dashboard can give you an idea of how things are going. And country not allowed, it would be me probably exporting my contact list using ChatGPT and saying, "Hey, flag all non-US numbers," and then put them on. And then I'd say add a new column for D&D or a tag when I re-upload that list, and then I just D&D all the ones with that tag. Issue solved. Some of them are going to say retry suggested. It could be the person's phone's off. This is another category that's coming from country mismatch. And now I'm seeing this is 15%, this is 13%. This is the trend of how it's happening. Um, Toll-free number unverified. That's because I have my cold call team using a new toll-free number, and sometimes they get a missed call text back from those numbers they call, and then it fails on their when the AI replies. So yeah, I can look at this and know exactly what I need to fix in my company now to solve those problems, and so can you. Opt out is one where I've been waiting for this list. So now you can go and see everybody that opted out. You haven't been able to do this before, but this is really great because here's the problem. I'm going to duplicate this page and show you why I'm excited for this feature. If you actually go into your nurture workflows, it's pretty hard to tell why they're opting out. Um, you know what? I just realized this might not work for you guys because I don't even use a normal nurture. I just use my meeting invitations like you guys got today as my nurture. So anyhow, I'll still give you an example and I'll tell you what I've seen in all my client accounts that I look at. So if I go to opt in, I'm gonna find my, what do we call it? Nurture. Dude, I haven't looked at this nurture in so long because I haven't used it in years. Let me see. I'm pretty sure opt in is going to be the best way to find it. Okay. Maybe this is my old opt in nurture. I'm going to find appointment reminder sequence to show you guys. You guys all know I send out those messages, which are much better than just me being like, hey, you interested now? So I just replace all of my nurtures and reactivations with one thing that I do every week, which is my training. And then that replaces all of the follow up. So I'm going to go to reminders and we're going to find my, oh, that's the wrong one. Anyhow, this will still work. If you go to stats view, you're supposed to be able to see which ones people are opting out from. What I was going to tell you guys is there's a couple problems. I can't filter it by date range. And I don't think it's accurate. I looked in a couple of client accounts today that were having opt-out issues, and even a guy who was a current potential client or a potential client, and he sends a lot of texts. And I went in there, and this still said zero. So for me, this is the solution to that problem. Now I can go one by one and pinpoint the exact messages in my system that are causing people to opt out. Now, fixing that problem could be as easy as turning it from a boring message that says, do you still want to book? Or instead of that, you could say, yeah, hey, here's a training I wanted to give you for on how to do XYZ. Then you're gonna start raising the engagement rate. And it's that simple. If you just look at every message and fix the problems and improve all the messages that opted out for a day, guess what's going to happen tomorrow? It's going to be better.
Leaving early? Yeah.
But yeah,
Should I?
let me so you can also look at your restriction history and you can sort that by date. I wonder what I did on that day. But yeah, I never get a high opt-out rate, and so it looks like I did. That was a year ago, to almost, yeah, that was a year ago. So yeah, I'm not having issues. Messaging limits is another thing that if you're a new account, you need to pay attention to. You have to go in there and increase the limit. But to me, the most exciting thing today is now you can drill down on the exact opt-outs for a day. I used to go to my conversation view and search the word stop, and it just doesn't. Some of y'all may know the search in there is a little finicky. So this is a clean way to figure that out. And that's what I got. There's definitely some things I shared in there that you only know from dealing with these things in and out. So I hope that's helpful for somebody. Um, I muted you, Rosalind, but if there's anything else you wanted to ask or say before you jump out, you can. That's all I have for you guys today. Do you have any questions? Want me to show anything else in here? Does it all make sense?
Oh yeah.
Cool, guys. Well, that's all I got. And if you want to reach back out to me, I guess the better way is just text me at the number that you joined the meeting from. I'll get it. But look forward to seeing you guys all soon. I'll be back Tuesday at 1 p.m. for the current clients, 2 p.m. for a new public training. Thanks, guys.
Bet.
Kendra, I'll see you on the next client call.